Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Welcome back to our One Piece side episode. Number 14. Or 13.
13?
Sorry.
Okay.
13. Yeah. Of the NgoVo Convo podcast where two stupids make a hype.
Hype. That's right.
Hype. Oh, hype. I'm one of your hosts, NgoVo, and I'm joined by Harrison No. He's that way.
I'm over here. I have questions, but yes.
Yeah. He has questions today. Classroom. I'm just kidding. But if you're new here, we just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. But also we're trying to clean up Harrison's One Piece backlog. Slowly but surely. We're getting through it.
A little faster this time. Chill.
I think a little faster, yeah. But also some would say we're conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo right above my head.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Genius. Because you could watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. 10
all
pluses.
Pluses.
All 10.
All
pluses.
plus.
Yeah, all plus.
All plus of them.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about post-Enies lobby arc, which is the end of Water 7 Saga. And I know Harrison has a lot of questions, so that's why I'm quickly going through this intro. But yeah, so it's chapters 431 through 441. I know it's only 10 chapters, but there's a lot to uncover.
There's so
much to uncover. So if you haven't watched it, if you haven't read it, come back to us later. Just give this video a like. Leave it in your save to watch later. Queue, watch list, whatever you want to call it.
Just like it,
yeah. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
Yeah. First off, yes, you've talked about it, and you're like, yeah, this is kind of post-Enies. And at first, Veronica did ask me, she's like, oh, do you just want to lump it in with Enies lobby? I was like, no, there's too much in here. We cannot. There's a reason why the wiki keeps it separate and doesn't have a good title for it, but it does need to be separated.
Yeah. No, yeah. But yeah, before we get into all your not weird questions, all the questions that you have. Basically, Frankie's purchase was a rare tree.
Yes.
Right, with the 200 million
or
berries
the lumber
that he stole. Yeah, it's lumber. Because he wants to build the ship of his dreams that can overcome any ocean.
Yes.
Are you starting to notice that each Straw Hat has like a dream that they want to overcome?
Yep,
really?
Yep.
I mean, Luffy wants to be the king of pirates, so
yeah, we'll
see. And this also leads into the introduction of the 4 emperors.
Yes. Well, that got brought up because of someone else that got introduced.
Who else got introduced though?
Luffy's grandpa.
Who is
in the Navy? Garp, Vice Admiral Garp.
He's a Vice Monkey D. Garp.
Monkey D.
Also,
Garp,
aka Garp the Fist.
Yes.
Yeah. He likes to refer it to as the Fist of Love.
Fist of Love. Okay.
A grandfather.
That's what he said. That's right.
Yeah. No, yeah. The introduction of the 4 emperors. Basically, these are the 4 greatest pirates in the world who live in the second half of the Grand Line.
Which is that called the
which is also called, yes. Keep going.
New Age?
New World.
New World.
Age.
That's it. New World.
Yeah, and you see some shadows. That one panel just gives you a quick peek of who they are.
We've seen 2.
You have seen 2.
Actually, they show shadows, but they show 3 outlines. You didn't really see the 4th one, I don't think. Did I miss it? Did I miss this outline?
Say anything?
I can't search this up because that's spoiler territory for me.
Yeah. No, don't search it up. But Shanks.
Shanks is one. And then
the 4.
Whitebeard is the other one.
I don't want to spoil anything. Well, yeah, sure. We'll go with Whitebeard. Yeah.
No, I thought that was the outline.
No, yeah.
I saw the...
Yeah. basically Garp was saying that, you know, as they keep going through the Grand Line, like they're going to, you know, have to catch up to these basically 4 emperors. But also the interesting thing is that the Navy and 7 warlords balance out the 4 emperors, really. Just kind of like a power balance, really. It's like good evil balance. Which is so interesting, and I will just wait till you get there. One day. But yeah, so Garp is Luffy's grandpa.
That was the first reveal.
That was the first reveal.
First big one.
Yes.
Actually, before that reveal, can we talk about, did they reveal the bounties yet at this point?
No, they didn't.
No, right? Okay, in that order? No, not yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Garp, Monkey D. Garp, he also has D in his name. Monkey D. Luffy.
Dude, this whole like D nonsense is like the one big reason why I keep reading, because
you're interested. Yeah. And we see some old friends, some glow ups.
Major glow ups.
Kobe, let's talk about Kobe a little bit. I found that interaction between Luffy, Zoro, Kobe, and like Helm's I can never say his name.
It's okay. No one remembers him, right?
Who whatever his name is. But yeah, that interaction was really funny. Because Luffy and Zoro are like, who are you?
And he's like, I'm the guy that like, I'm the son of what was it, Captain Morgan?
Yeah.
That like was gonna like it's Helmepo or something like that.
Helmepo, yeah.
But Kobe.
Kobe's glow up. Did you like it?
Dude, that's so awesome. Also, well, time is also weird because he's I forgot what rank he was, but he's actually already high up at that point.
He's a little up there. He's no longer Chora Boy.
No, he's not.
He's not. But the way they interrupted them though, because Kobe was like going in. But yeah, that was a good glow up. I like how everyone knew on Straw Hat Crew, they knew who Garp was. Or like of Garp.
Everyone knew of Garp, and Luffy just doesn't realize how big of a impact his grandpa had, or how famous his grandpa is.
Yeah, because to him it's just his grandpa, right?
Yeah.
He's just a normal person. And I like how Luffy always wants to fight, but he told his crew to not fight Garp.
He's like, don't fight him. He's gonna kill you. I love how he's like, he talks about how he grew up, and he's like, yeah, he's a menace. And his grandpa's like, no, I just did X, 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 X.
Yeah.
Oh, in the manga, it's funny, but this is the part I did watch in the anime.
Okay.
I watched this episode, and it's just like, it's so funny how he just like throws them in, and it's the same animation loop, but it's just different scenarios. And I'm like, this is, and then Sanji's like, I get it. I get his endurance now.
Dude, the way Garp's just like, I just did this out of love. I left you in this hole for like a week, and then like I tied you to a balloon, and like
I threw you into the jungle.
Just put you in the jungle. It's just so funny. But Luffy's dad, I'm sure you have questions.
So this is what you asked me, like way back in that one Loketown. I forgot.
Loketown, yeah. Garp reveals that Monkey D. Dragon
is Luffy's dad.
Who is one of the worst criminals because he has a revolutionary war army under him.
He's like the head of that, yeah.
The head, yeah.
And everyone flipped shit once they heard.
Again, everyone knows about Dragon, but Luffy.
Luffy doesn't even know who his dad is because he was like, Dad? Who?
Yeah. My dad.
Right?
Yeah.
He didn't know who his dad was until that point. No. But he didn't care. Didn't matter.
Yeah. And Robin had to tell him. Robin's like, you know your dad's like psycho, right? Like basically like he's a little unhinged. But yeah, that was a big reveal that I was waiting for you to read.
That everyone was like, everyone that you notice, everyone connecting the dots that are like, wait, if Luffy is Garp's son or Garp's grandson, Dragon is his son. That means, oh no, oh god,
oh no. But yeah, that family line's a little interesting.
It's wild. It's crazy.
It's wild, right? No, yeah. And I like how Garp's like, oops, wasn't supposed to say that.
Just ignore what I said. And everyone's just like, what? We're supposed to what?
But just goes to show that, Garp and Luffy, they have just similar mannerisms.
Not only that, that's like one. The funniest thing was when they were fighting each other, they both fell asleep.
Yeah. Yes.
They both just fell asleep straight out. Like, I was like, what?
And then Nami's like, this runs in the family.
It's like, what do we do? I've never been in this situation. I forgot who said it. I think Frankie was in it. But
yeah, I think it's like Frankie. Yeah.
I was like, what do we do? And then they snap out of it, and Garp just gaslights Luffy for not like being respectful again. I was like, wait, what's happening?
What's going on? But yeah, Garp's a vice admiral. He's up there.
He's up there.
I think.
Is that under the like Eiko or Aokiji?
Aokiji, yes.
It's like right below him, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I won't go into that detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, then like Kobe kind of has, and Luffy and Zoro, those four,
they have a
their
moment.
own, they have their
cool
own moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe is training under Garp actually.
Yes.
So he used a move and Luffy noticed it and still beat
the shit out.
Beat him. Which I'm like, oh, so that's the thing. That's why I was like, okay, they're alluding to it. It's the fighting style, and you could be trained on that. But then, random question, and you don't even have to answer it. I just noticed how, if anything, that means Luffy at some point must have been taught all this stuff, unironically, like unknowingly, knows all this stuff.
I won't.
I know you
say
won't.
A thing.
I know you won't. But
just, you're in for a ride after posting this.
I know.
But yeah, and then Kobe kind of talks a little bit about, there's an introduction to Dr. Vegapunk. There was a one-liner, and this is just an introduction to Dr. Vegapunk and like his technology, and that's where kind of Nami was like, mention, Nami was like eavesdropping basically, because
he was learning how to give the fruit powers to inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he said. Yeah.
So that was a good introduction. And then obviously they talk about the new world, which is the second half of the Grand Line.
Mm-hmm.
And then that kind of transitions into Shanks meeting up with Whitebeard.
Because the government didn't want them to.
They sure didn't. I hope you caught on to this, but they talked about Shanks hockey.
What the? Yes. Because that's when I was like, they just introduced a new power. Oh, god dang it. Or like whatever, like aura or whatever. Yeah. Yes, I did notice that.
Okay. And it's so funny because
I can't ask it because I'm like, what is this?
Dropping. Certain people were dropping. But
certain people were dropping, like they couldn't handle. And then Whitebeard's like, Shanks is like, oh, I come in peace. And Whitebeard's like, well, not if you're just throwing around your hockey like that. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening?
I don't know what's going on.
I can't ask because I know, like, it's just like, it's going to be explained later.
Yeah, let me explain later. It's a later situation.
That's fine.
But yeah, obviously, Shanks and Whitebeard, they kind of talk about Goldie Roger. They talk about Blackbeard. They talk about Blackbeard's kind of history, really.
Yeah, like how he just got picked up or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think the main thing was more like, I thought it was interesting how Whitebeard named Garp, Sengoku, and I forgot one other person, but essentially he's like, they're the only ones that remember how things used to be.
I ain't saying shit.
I know.
But yeah, it's Blackbeard's just an interesting character. As you've kind of slowly seen him in certain parts, yeah.
But they reveal, so Shanks told Whitebeard not to go after Blackbeard?
Yeah.
Essentially just don't engage with Blackbeard? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But then, interestingly enough, Whitebeard's like, so what happened to your arm? And Shanks like, he's basically betting on Luffy.
Yeah, he's betting on Luffy.
Yeah.
No, and what's wild is they talked about how, like, yeah, you lost your arm, but we didn't expect that because, you had your battles with Hawkeye and all this. I was like, wait, the swordsman dude?
Dude.
That means
Zoro.
That's been happening.
Yep.
And then he loses his arm. I was like, what's going on? I can't.
And then obviously Shanks' scar on his face is by
Blackbeard. Teach, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I don't get that either. But he had that scar way prior.
Oh, way before,
like, when we first meet Shanks, he already had that scar.
Look at that. I feel like you're like, what's going on?
It's been that way.
Obviously, they can't stay at Water 7 for long. The log post is already determining their next island. Their next island is actually Fishman Island.
Fishman Island, yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting. That's all they really said.
Mermaids. Get to see real mermaids.
That's what Sanji wants.
According to Sanji.
Yeah, these new bounties though. Were you expecting them to be that high even?
No, that jump is insane. Or
right?
At least like Luffy's and Zoro's jumped a lot. I think after that, Nami's is huge.
Yeah.
Huge
so
jump.
like Luffy went up to 300 million berries.
Was originally 100, right?
Yeah. Zoro's 120 million berries from like 60, I think, or something.
It's like 80, I think.
Or 80, yeah. Robin is 80 million berries now. Sanji's 77 million berries. Frankie.
With no picture.
No way. Nah, that drawing's really good though.
That drawing's real good though.
Frankie's at 44 million berries. He got roped in.
Yeah.
Usopp's 30, or I should say King.
Sniper King. Yeah.
Sniper King is at 30 million. Nami is 16 million berries, and Chopper is
50. I had to reread that. I was
like, a good 50.
I was like, just 50? He has a whole poster just for 50? Dang. And Chopper's happy to get 50. She's like, I have a bounty.
Yeah. No, yeah. So yeah, that jump is really high. But that's because they're literally a big threat to the government now. They broke into a government facility and they left a government facility. But yeah, with Frankie being roped in though, that's why his Frankie family, they're like, no, he needs to join the Straw Hats. Yeah.
Because they care about him. About their bro so much.
They're big bro. In the meanwhile, obviously, Frankie's, making the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Frankie's dream is to make a ship that will go across the oceans.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like Frankie's trunks and Luffy's way of getting him to join the crew?
Pervert. Absolute pervert.
I love that Robin was being so playful about it.
Just like, boom, and everyone was just like, got her arms, and it's just like, grab, and then everyone just freaked out. They're like, he's gonna die. They're gonna die. They're gonna pop.
And I don't remember who said it, but they were like, you're gonna turn him into a woman. Like,
I think Chopper said that.
Chopper, right?
Chopper said that.
Yeah. But yeah. So now Frankie's part of the crew.
Frankie's part of the crew. Yeah.
He's their carpenter, their shipwright, there to fix whatever issues there are. That means Usopp can be their sniper if he so chooses to be with the crew. Which I mean, he did.
He sat on the beach for like hours, thinking of
even
every.
Sanji was
even
like,
Sanji was like,
"What are you doing?"
Meanwhile,
No,
Usopp's like calculating every outcome.
Yeah, but I think I said this like 2 episodes ago, but I was like, you're gonna start noticing the loyalty, like how loyal everyone is, or like who's the most loyal. But Zoro and Luffy had it right. Like if Usopp didn't say sorry, like if "I'm sorry" was not the first words that were coming out of Usopp's mouth,
he would
like,
not accept.
They weren't gonna come back to him. Yeah.
Or mainly Zoro, but Luffy got it.
No, yeah, which is understandable, right? Because Luffy's the captain. Like Zoro is just being.
It was interesting because like Nami and like Chopper and all them was like, yeah, why is he not a part of the crew? He fought with us. I'm like,
yeah,
that doesn't
count for anything if you're not gonna say sorry.
For loyalty, it doesn't make sense. It's just like
yeah. Which doesn't mean that that doesn't mean like not everyone's loyal, right? Everyone's going to be loyal to Luffy and to an extent. I think it just shows that Zoro's like the most he
has Luffy's back no matter what, and that's
which is really cool. I mean, they have a new ship. The naming process was funny to read.
Top tier.
They were
so good.
They were so stupid, but now it's 1000 Sunny.
Thanks, Iceberg.
Thank you, Iceberg, for all that. I think you might have concerns in this probably last 2 or 3 chapters of post Enies Lobby, because it goes into
before that I have a question.
Yes. What's your question?
Or actually no, it's just really funny to point out. So as Usopp was trying to say like, oh, it's fine, yeah, just let me aboard, but no one can hear him, and in the meantime he's like about to apologize. Garp is just throwing cannonballs.
Oh, yeah. Garp is throwing cannonballs. Yeah. I forgot.
Because he's supposed to chase him. He's like, oh, sorry, Luffy. We have to chase you now. Because originally he was just going to tell the Navy, oh, it's fine. Just let him go. He's my grandson.
I just like how Garp's like, but I told him that he's my grandson. And then like the guy behind him's like, that's not how that works.
That's not a good reason. We still had to catch him. Darn.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Garp throwing cannonballs.
So Garp is just like, all right, here we go. He's just...
I like how Luffy just keeps the sass though, and then Garp's like, "You're just my kid's kid," like you know. Hey, that last cannon was huge.
Yeah, because he just swung it. He just threw. It was on chains or something, I think.
It was like, but that just showed he's old.
And he was like, "Oh, back then that would be so easy, but this is like."
Just imagine him like a younger Garp, like
back when he was apparently chasing Goldie Roger. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's fun to see.
Anyway,
and see, and the 1000 Sunny can fly a little bit, slightly,
a little bit for different reasons.
Yeah.
Because Frankie, on Cola, that's what it was. I was like, it was on Cola.
They're on Cola. Boost. Yeah. Okay, I want to get into this, but Blackbeard versus Ace.
So Blackbeard was under Ace, or was he under the?
So they were in the same crew, Whitebeard's crew.
Yeah, under Whitebeard.
But Ace is like the second commander.
Right.
So yes, Blackbeard was underneath Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Blackbeard killed the 4th commander
for
the fruit,
devil fruit,
because he acquired the shadow. Which one was it?
Darkness. The dark
fruit. The guy didn't take it yet, right? Or can you answer that?
The guy didn't take what?
The guy didn't consume the devil fruit yet at that point, right? Or
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. That was the one thing where I couldn't tell. I was like, wait, did the guy already take it, or did he just get the fruit and then? Okay, that's fine.
I won't say anything. But the darkness,
dude, that was.
I feel. Well, do you have questions? This Blackbeard versus Ace part has you like.
That one panel where they had their fight, they're doing all this stuff, and then the explosion happened. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand how darkness works. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
And I think I just need to read more to get that. So.
Yeah. But, I mean, Blackbeard says that this is the most dangerous power in the history of devil fruits.
Yeah.
Ace. Oh, did you catch that Blackbeard can absorb other devil fruit powers for a bit temporarily?
Yes. Or it makes them
or
weaker.
It weakens the other
them.
user.
Yeah, it just weakens them. Because yeah. That was the other thing. I was like, okay, I think I just need to read more because I'm confused.
Yeah.
I did catch that, but I was just like, okay, all right. So this dark fruit's wild.
I will not say anything, but I love it when Ace is on a panel.
Yeah.
Or in the anime. But yeah, so the ending of this says that the duel at this island
sparks.
It triggers major events to follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a catalyst
for something.
Oh, that's wild.
You're in for a ride.
I will put it on record. Anyone that says it takes a while for the One Piece to get good, it's true, but it actually got good earlier than I thought. I thought it was going to take longer. But then again, I had to remind myself I'm on chapter like 400 something out of 1,000 at this point.
Yeah, they're at 1,086.
Like almost 1,100. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting crazy.
It's hype. The end of the saga, I think the saga was probably like the first time where I actually got really hooked in One Piece. I will say.
I mean, which is what we told you. Your wife and I did tell you that.
You did.
Take
you both
like
did.
A bit. Yeah, it takes about 400.
But this is officially. I was like, okay, this is when I got interested and hooked.
And I was surprised you kept going, and I was like, "Who are you?"
Everyone said that too. Actually, yeah, they're like usually if you like die out, but I mean, I do this because my wife. I promised her I'd read through this, so here we are.
I mean, the next saga is her favorite.
Yes.
So, yeah. No, but yeah, it's a wild ride. Water 7 Sagas.
It's good. I really
closing
like it
up
a
for
lot.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you are taking in a lot of info now.
Yes.
And I think your wife and I has said this, but there's certain arcs in the head that you'll need to come back to this saga and reread.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot.
But
been good.
It is a lot. It has been good to reread it. Are you curious? I know you're curious about it.
We're just going to cut this episode now so I can read more, okay?
Hey, Shanks hockey is what you were
I need to read more,
about.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you won't answer my shit.
I won't say anything. But yeah, do you have anything else? Any other questions?
No.
Concerns?
I just know they're questions that won't be answered, so it's okay.
But it'll be good for you. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. It's below me. Comment down below, I guess, what overall, Water 7. Any favorite fights?
Part?
Any parts? What wild information that you, took from this? As always, don't spoil anything One Piece related, ahead, because this is where Harrison has stopped. For now.
Unless there's a new episode.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? What do you want us to read, write, not write? Read, watch.
Why do you keep wanting to write stuff?
I don't know.
What's up with you?
Play? Tell us what we need to do to, help you out.
What content you want, yeah.
Yeah, what content do you want? But yeah, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.